Hey YouTube. I thought I'd make a little video that I can make from, my bed, so it's on my laptop. But I thought, as seeing some people having trouble with snakes and stuff, like trust issues I thought I'd like to make a little video of how I got my snake to trust me. So, up there is my corn snake. He tolerates being handled, but he does not enjoy it. Very skittish, and doesn't take much to scare him. When I first got him, he would go frantic in my hands, trying to squirm out. And he has bit me twice. It's my fault because I pushed him too far. But I found a good way was initially leaving him alone, not having anything to do with him, and just leaving him calm down in his terrarium. And I've let and I mean I'm not just mean like 3 days like a shop sells you. I mean I didn't have any physical contact for the first 2 weeks at least. But you see him up there. It's coming. Sorry. See that thing right there. That thing in the corner. That's him. And literally didn't have any contact for the first 2 weeks. Only contact I had with it was feeding and changing water and taking poo out. So basically, he started getting more confident in vivarium, coming out in the day, slithering about, and so I would go and sit next to the vivarium, sit down, in the floor because it was on the floor at the time, and go onto the vivarium itself, sit in front of the vivarium and have him calling about, don't go near the doors, just leave it open, not even leave it alone, so I'm getting tired. Just leave the doors alone. And basically let him come towards me through the glass, at his own pace. Once started getting a bit more confident with him, is doing this. Just sitting in here with his vivarium wide open like that. Only do it if you've got time to watch it and make sure it doesn't go off anywhere. And I'm letting, like right now, I'm letting him come out on his own accord to just slither about and have a little explore and look around. So what I'm going to do in a bit is once it gets a bit too far, is go over and either see if he'll go on me, and if not, go back, which I'm going to do now. Hello. Go very slowly, can't see me, but go, but go very slowly. Get him underneath. Make sure he feels comfortable. And this snake still, if I get him straight from the vivarium, this snake still splashes about and tries to squirm free. No. And it's really just letting him feel confident. You see that? He twitched just there. Very nervously. But it's like, what I did background there was let him crawl on my arm, and then once he was on my arm, like this part here, slowly lift him up very gently and go underneath. So he's going on you. Whenever I go from above, he twitches, and in the past he would be worming and thrashing about and he even spun once. Like that's how scared he was. But I wouldn't have this snake around people who aren't used to snakes because he is very twitchy. He wouldn't bite now. Got past that. But he would be very twitchy. He would scare them, and he would be scared, and it's not fair. But it's just letting him go on me, and basically any contact we have is on his terms. He effectively chooses to go on me. and puts up with it. Like, he doesn't really like being on me, I'm going to be honest. He'd rather be off me. But still, it's not me grabbing, because whenever I do have to get him straight from the vivarium out, he gets very scared. Oh, see that? Only if you could see that, but he was twitching again because I also found on the furthest go is this part right here. Anything close and he starts shaking and twitching and being scared. And that's a claw frog if you wonder what that noise is. And it's just letting him go at his own pace. I'm not moving around, I'm standing in one spot. Just don't, don't want to do anything. Again, not at the stage where I can be wandering around, being comfortable. I can wander around with him, don't get me wrong. But he's quite frightened then. And it's just letting. Oops. So this is. There. And setting and feel comfortable. On me. And then going back, I just go in and stay still and let him slither off back home. And really, it's just being around the animal itself, letting the animal see you're not a threat, and letting anything and not forcing contact on the animal. So you start forcing the animal to do something, it gets scared. It's just letting the animal come, on you. Basically letting the animal choose. It wants to go on your arm, or not that it wants to, but your arm happens to be there, and it just happens to go on really a better way. But don't think, yeah, you can see. Oops, sorry. There he is. All over there. Isn't the best camera, it's the laptop webcam really. And it's just letting the animal come out of the vein, feel safe. Never go for the head, never pinch jaws. Only experts will do that, but you can damage its jaw. And it will still bite you if you're doing it right. It's the same kind of thing I did with my sandbar, in the sense of letting it feel more comfortable. I'm not going to get it out actually, but even though, but because of sandbar, the nature of the snake, you have to get it out. But you go underneath, sneak it up, and let it. And once you got Pup's body up, you put your other arm there, get its head above the sand, and then put your other hand underneath its head and let it crawl on you, and it crawls on you, and then you're fine. And that's sort of what I do with snakes that I can't have open like that, or even if I can, they won't come out. I sandbars. And this is just, it's basically letting a snake know you're not a predator. They don't, so it's not going to bite you, and also that you're not food. And that's really it, and just go from there. Like, had this guy 2, 3. I got in January for 3 months. Yeah, had him 3 months now. It's basically since I first got him, darting all over the place. But it's just letting the animal come out in its own time, and just letting it come out of its own shell, really. Doing the same with the gecko down there. See it? Same thing with the gecko. And it's getting used to it. Do the same thing with the frogs. The common frogs. Frogs no problem, because it's the nature of how God is already, taking a little pain tracking. And yeah, that's all. That's really it. I hope this video helps some people. It gives you some ideas of how to get animals to trust you, and this really can be used for anything that I can think of. Like anything reptilian really. As magic could be used on mammals and birds potentially, but really any snake can be used on, and any lizard, could it, I'm not really like I'm the big expert because I've only got 4 reptiles, but my experience it's worked on, and I can't see any reason why it can't work on other animals that you would handle. And the more intelligent the animal, the quicker it learns to trust you, really. So yeah, hope this helped. Bye.